It seems like Justin Bieber might have quietly referenced Selena Gomez in his new album, and fans aren't letting it slide. There's been a lot of talk online about similarities between his songs and hers, especially in the emotions they express and when the songs were released. People aren't just pointing at one or two lyrics, they're putting together several small details that, when combined, start to look like more than just coincidence. One of the first things that caught attention was a track called Zuma House. In it, Justin sings lines like, "If I fall, would you catch me? And if I let you down, would you forgive me?" It's emotional and sounds like he's asking someone from his past for understanding. At the same time, Selena dropped a song called "Scared of Loving You," where she says, "If I broke your heart, would you take me back? If I broke my arm, would you sign my cast?" Both songs open with these kinds of personal questions, almost as if they're in conversation. The lyrics feel honest and a bit painful, like they're both still processing a past that wasn't fully resolved. Fans are wondering if they're speaking to each other through these songs. Then there's the release date. Justin's album dropped right around Selena's birthday. That alone got people suspicious. But what really added to the conversation was a song that talks about someone's birthday directly. He says something like, "Yeah, it's your birthday. You're in first place," and follows it up by saying he can't stop thinking about this person. It doesn't name anyone, but when you drop lyrics like that during the same month as your ex's birthday, people will notice. The album title itself, Swag, also raised some eyebrows. That word was a big part of Justin's brand back in 2011, when he and Selena were still publicly together. It hasn't really been used much in recent years, especially in music. So why bring it back now? Some fans think it could be a clever way to sneak in Selena's initials, S and G, since they're both in the word swag. Whether it was done on purpose or not, it definitely got attention. And then there's how Justin chose to present the album visually. For the first time, he used personal, romantic pictures of himself and Hailey. Although they've been married for several years, he's never made the relationship part of an album's identity before. This shift happened shortly after Selena released her own project with Benny Blanco, where she included cozy, couple-like visuals. That timing had fans comparing the two releases. Both albums showed real-life relationships in a vulnerable way, which made people wonder if Justin's aesthetic choice was a response. One track that really got people talking is called Daisies. In this song, Justin sings lines like, "I'm counting the days, how many days till I can see you again?" And "You got me all in my head, think I'd rather you in my bed?" The song clearly expresses missing someone and longing for closeness. He doesn't say who it's about, but the emotions come across strong. Fans debated whether it was about his time apart from Hailey or maybe someone else from his past. Then came another detail. Selena has a dog named Daisy. That alone wouldn't mean much, but when fans were already connecting dots, it added more fuel to the rumors. Another song, Way It Is, has a softer, daydream-like mood. In it, Justin talks about wanting to get away with someone, to settle down, to find peace in a quiet place. It sounds like he's dreaming about escaping the chaos and finding comfort with someone who feels familiar. For some fans, it's easy to imagine him talking about reconnecting with Hailey, but others think it could be about someone else who once meant a lot to him. Then there's Walking Away, a song that feels especially personal. In it, he sings about how things were getting tough, how he and his partner were losing patience, and how maybe a break was necessary. But the chorus flips the message. He says he's not walking away. He talks about giving a ring, promising to change, and staying committed. A line like, "It's just human nature, these growing pains," feels like he's being honest about the challenges in their relationship. Whether it's a confession, an apology, or both, it sounds like he's coming clean about something painful that almost broke them. What's making people believe this isn't just a stretch is how specific and heartfelt the lyrics are. They don't come across like made-up stories. They sound like thoughts that have been sitting with him for a long time. Fans feel like he's finally decided to express those thoughts through music. Sure, anyone can argue that song lyrics are open to interpretation, but when you look at the timing of the album, the emotional themes, the possible name clues, and the connections to Selena's life, it's hard for people to ignore. Even if you're not convinced that Justin's new songs are about Selena, it's obvious they carry a lot of emotion. These aren't just catchy tunes, they feel personal. Whether he's expressing regret, remembering someone from his past, or talking about love that never fully faded, fans are hearing more than just words. They're picking up on feelings, memories, and maybe even things that never got closure. Some listeners think all the connections to Selena are just fan-made theories, but others believe there's something still unresolved between the two of them, and that these songs might be hinting at it. Maybe it's not that deep, or maybe it is. Either way, people are paying attention. One song in particular, Too Long, has fans talking. Justin sounds like he's frustrated, like he's been waiting for something, or someone, for far too long. He doesn't explain exactly what it is, and that mystery is keeping people guessing. He sings, "I've been waiting. I'm impatient. It's been too long. Keep on stroking my ego. Are you stroking my ego?" There's a sharp edge to the lyrics, like he's done being strung along. Listeners are divided. Some think it's aimed at Hailey, while others believe it could be about someone else he's never fully moved on from. Then comes a song that clearly focuses on Hailey. In Baby, Justin celebrates her, calling her iconic and complimenting little things like her phone case and lip gloss. It's meant to be sweet, but the reactions weren't all positive. One comment that got a lot of attention said it sounded like Hailey wrote it herself, and Justin just added his voice. Some people felt the song didn't go deep emotionally and came off more like a shout-out than a heartfelt message. Something else that stood out was the album artwork. This is the first time Justin has put romantic photos of Hailey front and center for one of his albums. And the timing? Right after Selena and Benny Blanco dropped a project full of couple-themed images. Naturally, fans noticed. In one promo photo, Hailey is looking at Justin with love in her eyes, but Justin isn't even looking back at her. That small moment, her looking at him and him looking away, sparked more conversation. It made people wonder if there was more going on than what they were showing. Fans also pointed out what they believe is a long-standing pattern. Whenever Selena releases something major, Justin follows up with something of his own. It's happened more than once, and now people are wondering if it's a coincidence or something intentional. One comment online joked that it's become their silent way of communicating, like an unspoken routine. Whether that's true or not, it's enough to make people curious. Things really picked up when fans accused Justin of copying Kendrick Lamar's famous album style. They compared the visuals, the couple shots, even the overall mood, and posted side-by-side images showing the similarities. It wasn't just random people online, these comparisons spread fast, and it sparked a whole new wave of discussion. Was Justin being inspired, or was he trying too hard to recreate something that already worked for someone else? As if that wasn't enough drama, Hailey stepped in with a bold message. On the day Justin's album dropped, she reposted his announcement and added a caption that caught everyone's attention. "Is it finally clocking to you, expletive losers?" It sounded aggressive, like she was calling people out directly. Fans quickly picked up on the tone. Some even said Hailey's been copying Justin's recent attitude online, more defensive, more confrontational. Maybe it's their new image as a couple. Or maybe it's their way of dealing with all the criticism they get. And she didn't stop there. Hailey later posted a story with Mariah Carey's song Obsessed playing in the background. That song is famously about people who can't stop talking about you. A lot of people thought the message was clear. Some believed it was just aimed at online haters, but others were sure it was a direct shot at Selena. The timing lined up with a new campaign from Selena's beauty brand, which featured a model who many fans thought looked a lot like Hailey. Add that to the fact that Selena and Hailey recently unfollowed each other on Instagram, and people quickly started calling it shade. It's not just about one or two things, it's about the whole timeline. The lyrics, the posts, the visuals, even the reactions all seem to be connected. Fans have been watching this story for years, and every little thing adds to it. Justin's past with Selena, his present with Hailey, and the complicated space between them is what keeps people talking. Then, just as things started to calm down, Justin stirred everything up again. He reposted a video that felt like an emotional outburst. Loud, raw, and totally unfiltered. It didn't feel like typical promo material. Fans said it felt like Justin was finally speaking his mind, even if it wasn't in the most polished way. That video made even more people believe the album isn't just a collection of songs. It's personal, deeply personal. And if you missed Hailey's fiery comment from last week, it's worth checking out. She didn't hold back. And now everyone's waiting to see if Selena will respond. If she does, it's going to blow up fast. She doesn't speak on things often, but when she does, it always makes headlines. So now the big question is, are fans just overthinking things? Or is there really something going on here, hidden between the lyrics and the posts? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This story definitely isn't over.